Hey, it's James. Still doing some research on my series on grace. So I was listening to my audio Bible earlier today and came across this passage in the NET Bible. That's what I've been listening to for several months now. And I want to share this passage with you. It's from James chapter 1. And I'm going to start in verse 19. Now, this is from the NET translation, so I'll put that right here. Understand this, my dear brothers and sisters. Let every person be quick to listen, slow to speak, slow to anger. For human anger does not accomplish God's righteousness. So put away all filth and evil excess and humbly welcome the message implanted within you, which is able to save your souls. But be sure you live out the message. Do not merely listen to it and so deceive yourselves. For someone merely listens to the message and does not live it out, he is like someone who gazes at his own face in a mirror. For he gazes at himself and then goes out and immediately forgets what sort of person he was. Let's try again, verse 25. But the one who peers into the perfect law of liberty and fixes his attention there does not become a forgetful listener, but the one who lives it out, he will be blessed in what he does. Verse 26. If someone thinks he is religious and does not bridle his tongue and so deceives his heart, his religion is futile. Pure and undefiled religion before God the Father is this: to care for orphans and widows in their adversity, and to keep oneself unstained by the world. So I want to focus on what it said here, verse 21, put away all filth and evil excess. I think a lot of times, just because as Americans we are so blessed, there has to be a balance between having the things that we need in order to survive. You can go so far to be a minimalist and try to not have things, and then you can go so far the other way where you have way too much stuff. I think there needs to be there has to be a happy medium between, when God blesses us, the whole point of receiving the blessings of God is so that we share them with other people. But there was a couple times in verse 22 and then in verse 23 where he says, be sure you live out the message and do not merely listen to it and so deceive yourselves. And that's been the message here on this channel for a while. We have to live it out. We can't just talk about being a good person. We can't just talk about being a follower of Jesus. We've got to live out what we believe. And that means that we love God with all our heart, soul, mind, and strength, and we love our neighbors ourselves. Whether our neighbor is old or young, whether they're white, black, Hispanic, Asian, Indian, and not just Native American, but I mean like from India. We have to love all people. That is the part that I struggle with, because I see people all the time and they're so aggressive because they want what they want when they want it, and they cut you off in traffic, or they nowadays it's like if you don't get your food fast enough, people get extremely upset. I'm even guilty of it today when I went to go get my car's oil changed. The guy barely spoke to me, and I was like, how rude is that? And I thought, well, the guy's putting everything into the information into his little tablet thing, and he's doing what he's been trained to do. So who am I to judge this person because they're doing their job? They're doing the way they've been trained to do. If I really wanted to talk to him, that's our cat. I should have said, hey, I'm trying to talk to you because I want to make sure you're an okay person. Then I can trust you to hand you my keys. But we have to give people grace. We have to understand that not everybody's going to think, act, or look like us. If you believe that God created that other person, and they do think or act differently than we do, or they look differently than we do, and we don't accept them, what we're saying is we're not accepting this part of God's creation. That's how we live it out. We receive grace from God, and then we give grace to others. Who knows? I mean, that person that cut you off in traffic might be late for work, and they may be a police officer, they may work at a hospital, they may have something really important going on. Who knows? You might actually get passed by somebody who's speeding on the highway, and come to find out the guy's wife, her water broke, and he's racing to get her to the hospital. You don't know. None of us know what's going on in somebody's heart. I think sometimes we need to give people the benefit of the doubt. And the thing I love, the last part in verse 27, I love too. He said, pure, undefiled religion is to care for orphans and widows and keep yourself unstained by the world. Understand that the world will influence you in a negative way. And I would highly encourage you to keep reading the Bible, stay in God's Word, and allow it to change you from within. So, if you're new to the channel, please hit like and subscribe. I do want to thank you for watching. I'm doing more research on my series on grace, and we should be able to get back to it tomorrow. So, until then, I hope you have a great day. I do want to thank you for watching. I appreciate y'all. Please share this with other Christians. I'm trying to grow this channel, and it's been a slow process. But as long as you guys are here, I'm going to keep trying to give you good stuff from the Bible and encouraging you to be more like Jesus each and every day. So until tomorrow, hope you have a great day.